both project buildings, as currently laid out, exceed the target building areas identified in the program. This alert mechanism is used in most delivered Affinity reports. The Space Program Report provides a formatted view of the program and compliance of the current design to the space program. Once again, the red highlights identify discrepancies. If the space program is phased, as in this example, where space requirements are specified for both 2007 and 2010, the report will include those phases and highlight where the design does not meet the program by phase. This Program Difference Report is another way in which Affinity alerts the architect to discrepancies between the design and the program, as rendered in Affinity Schematic Design or in ArchiCAD or Revit, by listing all spaces as either matching or as unmatched. The unmatched items reflect all spaces in the current design that are not listed in the space program. This allows the architect to identify and reconcile key discrepancies as the design moves forward. The Schematic Design Report provides the architect with details of the current actual design as laid out in Affinity Schematic Design or as laid out in ArchiCAD or Revit. It includes details of all spaces by building and story and includes totals of current quantities, areas, and estimated costs. All of this information is updated in real time as the design progresses in Affinity or when Affinity is updated from the BIM system. Affinity allows you to assign and track estimated costs at all levels of a project, starting with the default cost per unit area in square foot or meter. Exceptions to this project default can be specified at any level. For example, different rooms, types of spaces, and components, such as furnishings, equipment, and fixtures, can all be assigned specific cost in Affinity. The Cost Summary Report shows both summary and detailed cost information, starting with the project, the site, and then the buildings, their stories, spaces, and components. This allows the designer to track costs at any stage of the project design. Reports can also be generated directly to Microsoft Excel, making the data accessible to other applications as needed, as well as making it easy for the user to reformat the data according to needs. In addition to the cost and requirements reports, users can build a library of their own custom reports and access them directly from Affinity. Affinity's analysis engine also allows the user to enter specific requirements related to the program and the design that will be flagged if the requirement is not being met by the design as laid out. In this example, we have a requirement that the restaurant and the gift shop be next to each other. They are not, hence the highlighted requirement in the gift shop information pane. The Requirements Overview report lists all project requirements and highlights in red those that are not currently being met. As you can see, the second requirement in this report refers to the gift shop and restaurant adjacency requirement we just viewed. This report, along with the Requirements History report, are additional tools that architect can use in reviewing the design status of the project to the program requirements. To recap, Affinity provides a robust analysis engine that on a real-time, ongoing basis tracks the design against the program requirements. It uses both the concepts of red highlights in displays and reports, as well as specific reports that alert the designer to the violation, enabling the issue to be resolved based on up-to-date information. Once the schematic design is approved, it can be exported into the CAD system like AutoCAD via DXF file format output, or loaded into a BIM system for the detailed design phase. Affinity currently interoperates with ArchiCAD from Graphisoft and Revit from Autodesk, providing bi-directional integration. Typically, once the Affinity model is loaded into the BIM system, detailed design can move forward. The designer has full access to all of the information in the Affinity project file, from within the BIM system, including the space program, space and equipment or object specifications, and any requirements recorded in the program. Changes made in the BIM model can be resynchronized back to Affinity, allowing continued analysis of the design against the program requirements. For more information about Affinity, you may visit our website at www.charleston.com.